English language. Yeah, hello and welcome to the Banter Blitz show. Yeah, you really have to switch the language, right? After doing the German banter, go with the English show. Okay, who is on? Hale Bopp. Okay, let's play Hale Bopp. Why not? It's premium. He's a CM. I haven't played him, so let's roll. The Italian game. This is so frequently seen on all levels in that junior tournament that I was just at. We had so many Italian games. It's crazy. Magnus is playing at the moment that match there on chess.com. Okay, interesting. Yeah, well, I mean, with all due respect to his opponent, this is a real mismatch, but basically everything is a mismatch when there's some non-2800 player playing Magnus in Blitz. Okay, so here Hale Bopp played the Evans Gambit, and the way it went, I'm basically a pawn up for not much. Still have a couple of useful moves to play, and I'm just not trying to refute his thing here. Just, what is that? He's giving me a second pawn. Okay. I mean, it's the d4 pawn, not some lame flank pawn. And as I mentioned a lot in these shows, I'm willing to suffer a little bit for a big center pawn. Yeah, hello to Fuchsia in the chat. She's around. What were you doing before? Usually she's in the German show as well. Okay, what is Hale Bopp up to after giving me two pawns? Feverishly searching for compensation, I guess. I think, oops, the d4 pawn, the d4 knight is a good piece to keep, so I'm going to just cover it. Well, why not? And knight f3 is almost winning the queen, so you kind of have to hope that he moves this again. He doesn't. But trading queens is not so bad. I mean, I'm 2 pawns up. Or is it 3 actually? 7 and it's 2. So he wants to take on c4, which is not a big deal, but I can go back. b4, a5, a4, and so on is the plan. Do I take this? Probably. Knight c4, I can play rook d8. He's going e5. It was a little bit too rushed, this move. I should have probably stopped e5 completely. But maybe it's not a big deal. this is rook c2 is probably answered by rook takes b3. Yeah, you just bring the king up. Yeah, I can try to accept your challenge, pawn holder. It should be possible. He said he has to leave soonish, so I try to take this next. I mean, I try to is wrong way to put it. I will accept it next. It's not much trying in there. So this one, yeah. Yeah, white has absolutely no counterplay. Yeah, c3 probably, and then c2. I actually am up on the clock, so I was just thinking, okay, maybe I'm not really seeing that I'm behind on the clock, but I'm not. I'm ahead on the clock. So there is no real obvious point behind black black playing this on. Well. I still have to work a little bit for this. Rook d2. What is the easiest way to do this? Can I Zugzwang him here somehow? I don't think so, actually. Maybe bring the rook around to the g file, which is either a rook trade or I'm winning the g pawn. What is easiest here? Knight to h5 somehow? Or bring the knight around? It's probably easier. It's very nice that this guy's never resigning. When we have a grandmaster and having no time wanting to play, but I get the game in against pawn holder. I probably could have won quicker anyway. Yeah, thanks for playing Hale Bopp. So Let's see if we can get this pawn holder game going. Where is he? Oops. He's in the chat. Where is he? Ah, here it is. Okay, so the one game. Too late? Doing something else. I tried. Early queen c7. Weird. Yeah, maybe c3 is a good move here. I don't know. I'm just transposing into the open Sicilian. I'm working on various repertoires. There's a question about the Elecan repertoire. This is one of the things I'm working on. Yeah, what black is doing here is basically not working, but I still have to refute it, as usual. Okay, so knight d5, or what are you do? What are we doing here first? Let's go knight d5. That should be checkmate somehow. Check here. What is the quickest way to mate him here? Queen g4 probably. Always got this check there. If I take here, then queen d6 check is coming. Yeah, this was my plan. I was just thinking that there's maybe something better, but I didn't see anything. What? Maybe I just won a piece. I could have won a piece, but isn't this just winning completely? I mean, I don't really see black getting out of this. Bishop h6. Or queen f7. Yeah, probably should have been over anyway. Yeah, knight f6 maybe was mating, I don't know. Queen g4 is just about saving. At least, I mean, that the game continues. This crap is still going on. I don't believe it, really. I played this absolutely atrociously. The game should have been over for ages. I don't know. Yeah, I'm losing this game, which is kind of terrible. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, thanks for this game, Pawn Holder. So, who else is on there? I don't want to play the same person twice. That Cat Weasel 1, maybe. That's a new account. We've got a Scandinavian defense. D4 is, I think, a bit more precise. I don't know. It's not my opening. I don't play this all that often. And this makes sense, probably, to make him play e6. Just developing quickly. So here, well, d6 is not protected, so can I take him? Looks like. And then he can play knight b6. Oh my god, yeah, great. Great. Yeah, okay, that pawn holder game really threw me off balance. Yeah, I'm just a piece down here for absolutely nothing. This is not good. I maybe can play something with the knight on f6 and attack my queen, but it doesn't look all that terrible. Well, not directly a problem, let's say. But, he's got no real weaknesses now. Yeah, that was just a gamble. I was hoping he wouldn't take it. I mean, I did see that it was hanging, but I still thought, maybe he's not somehow not daring to take it, but he did. He just took it. Oh my god, yeah. I don't really follow the chat. What's going on there, moderators? Is there some problem? I don't think so. I don't hope there is. Wow. Okay, so he had an idea with this g6 move. Yeah, I'm getting the e4 square, but f2 is still weak and knight f4 is just great for black. He's starting to play a little bit slowly though. Maybe he's sometimes people get nervous when they just have an extra piece against a higher rated player. And what's going on here? Why can I not take it? I think I'm taking this. Wow. All of a sudden, I'm getting back into this game. So maybe have a look at the knight. I'm not threatening g3 though. I can do this now. e5, rook d6 is okay. And if I can get f4 in, my pawns start to go forward. Yeah, I'm not unhappy about a rook trade here in this position. I have a couple of pawns. I have got 2 pawns here. And quite a good structure is kind of okay. Quite a good structure is a bit too strong. Yeah, wants to go knight to d6. Okay. Let's see if I can get the rook onto the 7th. Okay, this one for rook h6 maybe. Yeah, he's getting some time problems. Slowly but surely he's getting some time issues. Oh, but I can... no, I cannot do that. I wanted to go b5, but this is of course not a good move as knight d3 blunders stuff. So I have to prepare this a little bit. Now b5. Yeah, okay. Let's get this pawn rolling. There's another one. Okay. Should be difficult to stop these two and the c-pawn. g7 now threatened. Yeah, okay, this is going to promote one of them. Okay, thanks for the game. Cat Weasel won. Yeah, it was really not great. Yeah, blundered this trick, and then somehow had to swindle myself out of it, or he swindled himself. I don't know. Mr. Dodgy is my next opponent. So okay, declined Benko basically, more or less transposing into an English opening. But here black is very okay. The good development. So let's try to immediately exert some pressure on the black, sorry, on the white queen side. Yeah, b3, and this is, I think, a decent move, covering e5. And now we have to see bishop c5, bishop b2 probably. Yeah, white is still quite solid here. Knight on a3 still is a little bit of an issue. He cannot so easily get it get it back into the game. This is always a question, take or not to take. I think taking is probably not great. If he goes a3, I have knight c2, knight d4. Yeah. He's preventing it. That's very clever. That's clever. I'm not sure if I'm... No, sorry. Let's not be too quick there. I was wondering if I go knight a6, b4, I can take knight c takes b4 because c4 hangs, but I can always desperado on e5. Okay, I'm going back here. I don't know. Really unsure here if this is a good move, but I think it is. I'm pushing this back, and then I have knight b6 to a4 maybe. Yeah, German chat. I mean, this is the English show. There's someone saying, "Hey, we have got so many German viewers. We can do an English chat again," but it really should not be. One thing I just learned: if he goes back and I play knight c6, he might have some tactic based on check and c6 hanging, but he's, I think, I mean, d2 is he has to cover d2 still, so like knight g5 takes on c6, I'm taking d2 at the end, and my idea is knight a4 and asking the bishop about the position, about his future. It's a bit annoying for white that I have this knight a4 move. So knight a4. I wonder what his reply is actually. What does he play now? Rook. I have bishop a2 as a simple move. And then rook a1. I can go a5 maybe, just a5. At the end b2 is hanging. D2, not b2, b2 as well, but first d2. So he just blundered this piece. So let's still have a look there from a technical point of view what the best way to convert is. Using the extra piece for an attack is usually the best way to do it, like bishop c4. But he can probably take this bishop and then take a4, which is kind of annoying. But b5 is attacked. It is attacked. Yeah, maybe this is still... I can take b5 even. I'm kind of unsure how to convert this, even though it looks like just a piece. Would like to attack, just cover b5. Maybe this move is simple. This is actually not bad. Unless he plays king e1. Ah, did I just miss king e1? And the rook has no square. I really have a talent to screw positions up that are totally winning. I really don't know. Yeah, he could have played king e1. Really weird. Yeah, now he's in some pretty annoying discovered checks. The king cannot move. Yeah, white is out of moves now. He doesn't have a check even. Rook c7, I've got rook d7 counter checking. Wow. But here I've got tons of pieces. Probably this is not the quickest way to do it, but it looks like lots of pieces. Yeah, Mr. Dodgy resigns. It was a pretty good opening position, I think, which I didn't do a good job converting. Yeah, thanks for playing, Mr. Dodgy. So who is on? The Questing Beast. I have played him only once. Schrummel, I played him before. Questing Beast, let's play 1,2700 again. And see if I can get some rating points back. Let's see what open Sicilian we get. Yeah, the dragon. Which is always not that easy for me to play. It demands very concrete knowledge. And I have to say that I have looked at some lines in the dragon for my students, but I'm absolutely not an expert at all. Like for instance, I know that this line is just better for white, but playing this is a different matter. If you like, you can, there's a, I'm not sure if this is a German video series only, or there's a video series by Jan Christian Schröder, the German grandmaster, showing a wide repertoire against the dragon, and he claims that this line is pretty awful for black. I have to say that I watched it just quickly, like once, and not very thoroughly, and it looked terrible for black, or let's say no fun at all. But it remains very, very, very tricky, and I'm not an e4 player by heart, so quite often I got into this kind of position, which is good for white, but still not easy to manage if you're not an e4 player, like from, let's say, the early days of your chess playing career. So here, like, I can easily imagine that white is better here, but playing it again is not so easy. The first thing that I'm asking myself is, why can I not just, well, okay, it's not such a clear thing. For bishop e7, I can take on d1. Wow, I should think first. Bishop a6 maybe. Just developing and connecting rooks. Yeah, so I think taking once should be a good idea. Bishop d5, there's just c4, I guess. And you would have to give up the bishop pair, but again, this is quite tactical, quite concrete. There is also the move pawn to e4, when all of a sudden this is getting back to life. c4 is also not that great if you look at my bishop on a6, but it's the only move that really makes some sense in connection with what I did earlier. Okay, so I'm taking it. And now there's all kinds of stuff going on. Knight d3 check and e4. Wow. Yeah, he's probably okay now. I didn't do this too greatly. That's the thing. If you know those dragon positions, you can compensate something. I mean, you can sometimes be okay in those bad positions because you just know it better. Okay, so cannot take on a7, unfortunately. He just wants to try to play knight c7, trap my bishop. No, but that I have bishop b7 in that case, taking bishop b7. He wants to go f4, then taking, or I don't know. Well, yeah, he's playing this well. F4 is a good move. And now is knight d4 also coming. My bishop on a6 is a completely ridiculous piece now. Yeah, not good at all. Yeah, this is lost, just lost, but I cannot allow him to get those pawns to e3 and so on. Yeah, pretty bad. And the bishop still sucks on a6. Yeah, this is a very simple approach, but a good one. He doesn't even need to know the knight and bishop mate here, probably. It will be easier to win it. Yeah, there's no way to bring the bishop around, really. Yeah. Should probably resign this. Okay. Yeah. It always hurts a little bit. I don't like to lose against inferior lines, but I don't know this position types to good enough to really make it count. But if you're interested in a good line against the dragon, this is really good for white, if you know what you're doing. Yeah, thanks for the game, Questing Beast. So, Yah Go Triple Six, haven't played him before, so let's go for this game. Let's see my old line in the Scotch. Huh. Now he's thinking. Yeah, I think this is a pretty decent line for white now with f3 and c4, setting up some type of Proxy bind. I think in some cases you can go for d5. Yeah, here I can do it for sure. I think c4 is really what white should do. And now we'll get a pretty comfortable position, I think. Whoa. I was wondering if this is an idea. Let's try. Directly attacking the knight. Not so easy for white to see him play knight c4. That looks very, very shaky. But what is he actually playing? Knight e5? No. I think I should prepare rook d8. Knight e5. He had queen to d4. A2 is hanging. Yeah, if I go queen to a5, there's knight b3. I would like to have something a bit more powerful. Yeah, bishop e6 maybe. Get this last piece into the game. Still knight b3 then. Man, the rook is hanging, so probably I should do this anyway. Yeah, so shouldn't there be some sort of tactic here that wins? It looks incredible. Queen to b5 or... with all the pieces here in the attack. Yeah, I don't really see a good move for white. He returns. Is there a mate? Let's just play this one. That cannot be bad, but still, where is the mate? Let's say he goes queen to b5. Where is the mate? I can check here. Can check on a1, then king c2. I don't see a mate. I absolutely don't see a checkmate. Don't even see something really, really great, which is kind of embarrassing, I guess. There should be something, but I don't see it. Rook a1, king c2. And somehow this continues. We can analyze this a little bit. In the chat, rook takes b2 is suggested. Okay, let's say I take king takes queen a2, king c1. What then? I don't have a check. What is the deal? I don't see it. I simply don't see it. No. What I mean, I'm going for the pawn win, which is like really a pawn. But I did not see, yeah, I didn't see a clear win. Yeah, here I probably should check and not trade to win the pawn. And let's put this on an open file for queen e1 or something like that. Yeah, it probably is a pretty clean win anyway, but that was really strange that there wasn't some check mate sequence. I mean, I didn't see it at least. Maybe there was one. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, so I managed a checkmate against Yah Go Triple Six after all. Okay, thanks for the game. Who do we have here? Lodi, Proxima Centauri. I haven't played him. Okay. So, going for some new opponents. I will play the pawn. And now, no move. What are you doing? 2-6 in blitz, 700 in bullet. I guess you like to take a little bit of time. No problem. He wrote sorry. I mean, I don't mind to with a couple of seconds. Yeah, this d3 line, this is one of those lines where I absolutely have to at one point learn the theory. I never bothered, and it is actually a really good line. I mean, Peter Swidler has done a really really extensive video series on that, and now taking is bad. I think bishop takes, and then we have tactics based on knight e5. This is just to go out out of the diagonal. Like after knight takes bishop d5, I wanted to have knight e7. Here there is potentially g4. After which I could play knight takes g4, which is the typical kind of incorrect sacrifice that is played against me for a win, where people beat me. So I might as well play this incorrect nonsense myself and see how he refutes it. Bishop takes h6 or something immediately. Oh my god. Maybe. And when I don't do that, it makes absolutely no sense. I mean, this is probably just entirely incorrect, but okay, so if I take e4, he has a discovered, he gives this check on this diagonal. Just rook h6, I guess. I mean, at the end, like rook h6, king g7, queen h1, I maybe have just rook h8. Maybe this is okay. I mean, I'm not material down after rook takes h6. Yeah, let's see what he does. I'm not... Okay, so I can take on f3 and take on e4. I need to check it at least. It might work. On the other hand, there is rook h8, which is trade stuff. And I don't see what's entirely wrong with it. If I take on e4, rook h7 is too much. This I cannot stand probably. Take on e4. I don't believe that. So I have to go here. Is he just grabbing c7 at the end of all this? That's possible, maybe. Nah, I don't know. I probably did not have all that much of a choice. It's grabbing it immediately. So I can take here, check. It goes back to g2. Take this first. I don't know if it really makes a huge difference. Yeah, I can take, check again, and b3, but b3 is protected, and it's not quite clear that it helps me in some way. I can move the queen, actually. This is an idea, like queen to f8. Maybe. e6 I have covered. Maybe he still checks, gives the check. He can give the check, which kills my active bishop. Yeah, this is unfortunately quite strong. That is quite strong. Yeah, of course. Now he finds all the genius moves here. And queen g2 even works. I cannot take e6 due to queen g7. I have no move after that. Queen g2 basically wins the game. I mean, more or less. Sure, that's easy to find. Yeah. Love this stuff. Queen h7. So I cannot take anywhere. And then he goes into the ending. What? Why? Okay, knight d8 looks terrible. It all looks terrible. It is still pretty bad. But why would she go into an ending? Where you potentially, and now I'm drawing this even. But he probably just wants to win on time. Didn't defend this well. I have no time. Yeah, this is what happens if you play non-increment blitz. Yeah, pretty terrible. I mean, he completely outplayed me and then decided to just win on time and stop to play chess. Okay, that's what you can do. So, Chaba. Yeah, let's go. Let's play Chaba. One of the most frequent guests in the shows. Let's go for something else with g6. And Chaba likes to play the King's Indian attack. I just remembered that. He keeps requesting that I should play it. And sometimes I actually do. And sometimes I remember. And now all of a sudden he gets active in the center. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the game, Proxima Centauri. Wow, that was a quick decision. Am I not just winning the pawn there on e5? I wondered. Yeah, he took there on e4 very quickly. So, yeah, just take e5. Take with both pieces. I mean, taking on d1 and then I can take on e5 with both, but this should be okay. It's hard to believe that white has compensation for a center pawn. Okay. So how do I develop here? It's not super convenient. Yeah, my development isn't that great. d6 is a good square though. Maybe start to do this. Start with this move. And then bishop d7. Bishop g4 is also an option. Yeah? Just trying to gain a bit of time, as f3 is not clear that it helps. And then maybe move the knight, bishop c6. That could be a decent way to play this technically. Bishop a6. Oh, he offers this trade, which is okay for me. And now this looks very comfortable. Easy to play. Yeah. Yeah, drunken lawyer asked if it is a bad day at the office. Well, I didn't score all that well, but I did not have, I have to say, have that great expectations, because it was a pretty tough week to doing this work there at the German Youth Team Championships. It's always fun to do, but there are some things that are not helpful. I mean, you don't get much sleep at all, and I'm really tired. I mean, absolutely tired. I mean, this is done in a youth hostel, and it is just, I mean, you know, those bats, yeah. Oh my god, hell for my back. Okay, I'm really glad to have a decent bed again at home. So probably this back this up and then use the f pawn next. Yeah, and Shawa resigned. Thanks for the game, Shawa. Yeah, I've been to Hanover, yeah, for the German State Team Championships. That's probably the right way to put it. Übung macht den FM. Okay. Let's play. Yeah, it's not so much relaxing over the weekend, I guess. I have to do some stuff. Oh, and then why is someone called Mora Gambit playing the exchange line in the Rui? This is crazy, yeah. Really, really funny. Yeah, I don't think over the weekend I can do much relaxing. I have what we discussed earlier in the German chat. I have the final leg of the Arbiter course with the tests and everything, and I have to do some work on Sunday, so weekend won't be all that much relaxing, I guess. Okay, now I'm just preventing d4. He never plays it, so I'm going to stop it for forever, more or less. Nope. Ah, that's true. I wanted to play Übung macht den FM, but somehow I played Mora Gambit. I'm going to play you next. I'm sorry. You're totally right, of course. I'm sorry. I actually clicked, but somehow, yeah, it got screwed up. But I will play you next. Sorry. That wasn't in any way intentional. So where is Mora Gambit? What are you doing? Okay. Okay. I wonder if b5 is a move in this position. It looks really weird, to be honest. Try and force c4 maybe. Yeah, I thought that this is no good. Maybe it is. It is okay. Yeah, knight f3. Maybe he can play this. It looks kind of strange, but okay. So he tries to take on f5, and then my knight is hanging. And queen to e8. If he gets to e8, that's also extremely problematic. Huh. That's quite remarkable. So maybe I take him. For bishop g4, so probably queen takes. Oops, what's going on here? Also, if he moves the queen, which is kind of probable, I can take on e4 maybe for queen d1 mate. This one? Or is that kind of useless, this idea? I can also just take d1, but that looks like a funny move. Let's do it. Rook takes. Rook e4 is still rook d1, and pawn takes, knight takes wins as well. Okay, where is the mate? Where is the mate? Rook f3 is a good move, of course, but I didn't find a mate. Yeah, those chess matches, aren't they? I mean, they are almost always at some ungodly times. Oh, there's no time. I just recognized that I only have no time at all. Okay, but I managed a mate. That was a very late recognition on my end that I have no time. That was really strange. Okay, Übung macht den FM. That's probably the last game of the session. Okay, here we go. Übung macht den FM. Which basically means practice takes you to FM. He somehow expected me to play b5. I wonder why. I've played so many Benkos. Okay. Well, that rather long thought gives me some optimism, let's say, that he's on his own now. That definitely helps. So, what is white playing here? The most common moves here are knight f3 and bishop e2. a7 is also, this is also a move, quite obviously. But it is somewhat risky to do. Mudley says, don't mention the war. Yeah, this is from Monty Python, right? Don't mention the war. That's the sketch at the restaurant, right? With the waiter, Michael Palin, I think, playing the waiter, and John Cleese at the end is coming as the chef. Yeah, is that right? At least that's how I remember it. It's been a really long time since I saw that. And it's great, of course. It's 40 towers. Okay, I'm sorry. But it is with Michael Palin as the restaurant guest, right? Or am I screwing this up? Okay, Übung macht den FM. Yeah. With all the practice, you still have to play quickly sometimes. I mean, I'm not the quickest blitz player, but you're really taking too long here a bit. Bishop g5, yeah, this I have to do anyway. And back. Yeah, I wanted to get this somewhere to the central squares from a6. Yeah, it's kind of questionable here that I have enough. I mean, what black always has is some sort of piece play, some sort of piece activity in those Benko positions, but it doesn't really look right. I'm trying knight f4. Oh, that looks risky somehow. Wow. a4. I wonder, it looks kind of risky because there's also rook f3, after which g takes now would have is mandatory. No, okay. Don't see anything great. Any of you been to Oktoberfest? To be honest, I've been to Oktoberfest because I know it sounds kind of weird, but Hanover has an Oktoberfest as well. Yeah, it's pretty smallish, and yeah, it's just like any other what we call in German Kirmes. I don't even know what this is in English, a Kirmes, but well, it was kind of nice. We've been there with the whole team, and the kids really enjoyed it. And well, we've been there after we got killed in our first match, and They at least had some fun. Yeah, in Hanover we have an Oktoberfest. Yeah, this looks kind of wacky, everything here. Maybe he could have taken on d6 for e7. Let's activate. A fair is the Kirmes. Yeah, I thought that is something like that. I wasn't entirely sure. Okay, guys, we are somewhat behind 10 in the evening, and as much as I like to play one more, I'm so tired. I'm going to call it a day after 3 hours of show. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week, I guess. I haven't checked, but I think I will be back next week. There shouldn't be anything in particular on the Wednesday. I don't know if this is a Champions League day or something. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back next week. Bye bye.